welcome back to Yoga Treehouse. I'm Brittany. Today we have a story about a very hoppy frog. So roll out your mat or find a comfortable spot on the ground and let's get started. Okay, we're going to get started lying down on our back. So take your time rolling on down to your back. Keep your feet planted with the knees bent. Bring both hands to your belly and close your eyes. And just start to breathe, right? Notice your breathing. When was the last time you noticed it? Try not to decide if it's good or bad. Just simply notice how it feels as your breath moves in through your body and how it feels as you breathe out. Our story for today is about a frog named Fiona. And Fiona lives in a puddle. She's lived there her whole life. But lately it's starting to feel a little bit small, a little bit old. She's just looking for something new. And so with Fiona, we'll start to prepare ourselves to go on a little journey. So she decides she's going to go out and see what else is out there. Right? Maybe she can find a new home, a new place to expand and grow. And so we'll start to prepare our energy to go on this journey. So let's start by fluttering the eyes open if they were closed. And then bring your arms down long by your sides with palms facing down. Okay, so we'll set up for a bridge pose here. So first, make sure you can feel the backs of your heels with your fingertips. That'll mean your feet are in the right place. And then again, plant your palms down, extend the arms long. Good, with a breath in, start to press into the feet to lift up the hips. Good, take a big breath into your belly here with the hips lifted. Nice, and as you exhale, we'll start to roll it back down, starting with your upper back, then your middle back, and your lower back. Good, we'll do that 2 more times. So inhale, press into the feet, lift up the hips, really press down into the hands as well, energizing the arms, energizing the back. Good, exhale, slowly roll it down. Nice. Starting to feel a little bit of energy building here, right, in the legs and the front body. And one more time, breathe in, lift up the hips. Maybe they go a little bit higher this time. Maybe you're happy with your hands as they are. Otherwise, you can walk the shoulders underneath the back, interlace your fingers, your hands underneath your back. And if you have the hands interlaced, really think of pressing your palms away from you towards your feet. Good, take one last big breath in here. And then release the hands if you had them clasped. Roll your back down. Take a full breath in here. A full sigh out. One more time, breathing in. And sigh it out. Okay, we'll roll up to a seat. So pretend you're like a little frog here, getting ready to move, rolling up and down on your spine a couple of times. And then you'll come up to a seat. Okay, from here, we'll come onto our right sides, okay? So come onto the right side of your body so that it's kind of like you're laying on the beach, right? Imagine you're in the sand right now. You come down to your right forearm. The left fingertips can just kind of brace down in front of you. We'll take some clamshells here. So my feet are in a lot of sun right now, but my feet are touching together, if you can see that. So the big toe sides of my feet are pressed together. The knees are pressed together. So set yourself up there. We'll start to take some clamshells. So with an inhale, open up your top leg. Good, keep the heels touching. Exhale to close the knees. Good, couple more times. Inhale, lifting the top leg. Exhale to close. And keep moving just like that on your own. And so whenever I do this movement, I am reminded of a frog. And so Fiona is the star of our story today, our little frog friend. So I like to do this and just think of how frogs move and how they have so much range in their hips and so much flexibility there. Good, do a couple more rounds here. Maybe you linger at the top for a moment. You really start to feel it in your left hip, right? Good. Okay. Nice. And then from here, we'll do one last thing on this side. So kick your left foot back behind you so the heel goes towards your hip, and then hold on to your left foot with the left hand. Good, so kind of like a dancer's pose. I'm holding on to the big toe side of my foot. If it feels better for you, you can hold on to the pinky toe side. But like a dancer pose, kick the foot away, open your chest up towards the sky, like a little frog maybe. Good, and then let that go, come back to center. It can feel nice to tap out the hip actually here because we did a lot already. Okay, and we'll switch it over to the other side. So take your time now rolling down to your left side. Come down onto the left forearm. Bring the feet to touch, the legs zip up to touch, knees are together. And just like on the other side, inhale to open the top leg and exhale to close. Good, so keep going just like that. And so Fiona is getting ready to see what else is out there, right? What else is beyond her little puddle? Is there another place she may want to call home? A new place to live? Good, couple more rounds. Nice. Okay, and so with that, Fiona finally feels ready to go on an adventure. So you can close the top knee down. We'll take our last little dancer pose here. So kick your right foot towards your right heel. Hold on to either side of the foot, really your preference. And then kick away with the foot as the chest reaches up to the sky. Good, take a nice big breath in. Oh, I'm getting this beautiful breeze coming in through my door that I'm just loving. Good, then let the foot go. Bring the top leg back down. Maybe tap out the outside of the leg if that feels nice to you. You may not need to do that. Okay, so Fiona is ready to go on her adventure. So we're going to come up into a Malasana, is what it's called when we use the language of yoga, or a nice little squat here. So you'll sit down in your squat. Your hips are down low. Your knees are open and wide out to the sides. And then you can bring your palms to touch at the center of your chest. Okay, so use your elbows to press in on the inner knees to help encourage the knees out to the side. Good, think of lengthening your spine here, kind of pulling up and away from the hips, lengthening up through the hips. Okay, now a lot of times in yoga classes, we may just stay here, all right? We may stay static in this shape, but since we are thinking about frogs and I'm telling you a story about frogs, let's add some hippity-hoppityness into this shape. Okay, so option to bring the hands down and hop your feet forward, or maybe you play around doing it without the hands. And I didn't practice this before, so I don't know if I could do it without my hands, but maybe you just take a step forward with the legs without putting the hands down. I think I am gonna put my hands down. And then maybe you turn around and keep going if you're on a mat, up and down your mat a couple of times. And so Fiona is off on her adventure, looking to see if there's a new place that beats her current puddle that she may want to live. Good. Okay, when you're ready to let that go, by all means, keep going if you're enjoying yourself there. Otherwise, eventually we'll come back to the back of our mats or to the back of your space in your squat. And take a full breath in here to let that go. Full breath out. And so Fiona ends up in a new puddle. She kerplunks and plops into a new puddle, and it's much bigger, and there's flowers and new creatures in the puddle, and she's really excited and really happy to see that there's this new place she didn't even know about. So she decides to spend the rest of the day there and see if it's a place she'd like to live. Okay, so while she's there, let's do our frog pose. Okay, so we'll actually be doing half frog for today. So how we'll do that is we'll start by laying down onto our bellies. Okay, so I'm gonna stay up on my forearms so you can hear me. You can put your forehead all the way down to the mat. But you'll come down to your belly, and then for our half frog, start by bringing your right knee out to the side, flex your right foot. Good, so the inner right leg is down on the ground, the right foot is flexed. If you're up on your forearms, you can inhale to lengthen the chest, kind of like you're in a Sphinx pose here. If you're down on your hands, you could stay down with the forehead onto the mat, breathing into your back body, breathing into your right hip. So like a frog, we're opening up space in our hips, right? When you see frogs, their legs are kind of like this, out to the side. They have so much flexibility. Good, okay, we'll send the right leg back behind us and we'll switch sides. Now the left knee comes out to the side, left knee is bent in line with the left hip, flex through the left foot. And so Fiona spends all day at this new big puddle, and she really likes it, right? She likes everyone there. She thinks it's a beautiful puddle, but she misses her old home. She's surprised because she didn't think she would. She thought she was kind of over her original home, but she misses it, and she decides, you know what, I can always come visit this new big puddle, but I think I belong in my home. Okay, lengthen your left leg back behind you. We're gonna come back into our squat, okay, because we have to get Fiona back to her original home. So press yourself back up to your hands, reverse your way back into a squat. And so again, you have the option here of staying totally still as you are. Or if you'd like to come along with Fiona, we'll take some of those hops. So maybe the hands come down, maybe just a few here of those little hops, right? If you're feeling a little tuckered out, which would be just fine and understandable. And good, maybe you turn around and then end up in the center of your space. Let's take a full breath in here and a sigh out, make some sound. Good, sit down on your hips. Sit down in a seat. Maybe you cross the legs here. Close your eyes. Fiona ends up back at her home, and she's so happy to be home, right? She knows she made the right choice, and she knows that there's something else out there, right? She's excited to know she can always visit that new place, and that she always has the support and comfort of her home to return to. Let's end here by taking a humming sound together. And so when you make a humming sound, it can really be very calming to your body, to your nervous system. And so we'll take an inhale. Exhale to hum. Notice how your mind feels. Notice if maybe the thoughts have slowed down. Again, just noticing, right? Just like Fiona, seeing if you can not assign it a quality like good or bad, and just simply notice. Flutter your eyes open. I hope you had a great time practicing today. I hope you had fun being a frog. Don't forget to subscribe so we can do more adventures together. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time at Yoga Treehouse. Bye.